The Chapel of St. Joseph the Worker in the Victorious Milling Company compound is not just a chapel, but a multi-layered work of art. It was commissioned by Frederick Osorio, son of the founder of Vicmico, Miguel J. Osorio. The chapel combines the work of a cosmopolitan group of artists to create a space for spiritual healing and worship. The building itself is a pioneer of modernist architecture. Designed by the Czechoslovakian-American architect Antonin Raymond, the chapel features earthquake-resistant construction and reinforced concrete. When it was erected in 1948, its angular geometric contours, open plan, and repositioning of the belfry were ahead of its time, making it one of the earliest examples of modernist architecture in Asia. The structure is clad on all sides with glittering mosaic murals made of broken glass. Rendered in Byzantine style by the Belgian artist Adelaide de Bethune, they depict episodes from the lives of Saint Joseph and Jesus Christ. The mosaic work extends to within the chapel as well, particularly the sunken baptistry, in which one descends into a well to approach the baptismal font. The baptistry also features brass work designed by de Bethune and executed by Filipino artist Arcadio Anore, which are echoed in the pulpit and altar of the chapel. Wooden icons of Saint Joseph, the Virgin Mary, Christ on the cross, and archangels Michael and Gabriel adorn various corners of the chapel. Filipino sculptor Benjamin Valenciano gave these biblical figures distinctly Filipino features and clothing, radically departing from conventional ecclesiastical iconography of the time. However, these elements are often eclipsed by what is usually considered the chapel's main feature, a stunning mural entitled The Last Judgment by Alfonso Osorio. Alfonso Osorio was Frederick Osorio's brother. When Frederick commissioned him to design and decorate the chapel, Alfonso chose the same subject that Michelangelo used for his Sistine Chapel fresco, but attacked it with his own distinctive feverish style. The mural depicts Christ's second coming at the end of days, when he returns to pass judgment over the living and the dead, as foretold in St. John's Apocalypse. The mural renders this as a chaotic riot that spills over from the black wall of the chapel onto the supporting beams that extend over the nave. Figures are rendered in wild curves and waves that evoke the fires of hell, image reinforced by the oranges, yellows, and reds that overwhelm the color palette. Dominating the composition is a massive seated Christ, his sacred heart aflame with outstretched arms that recall his crucifixion. Above him, the Holy Spirit in the form of a dove attends his return. God the Father is no more than a gigantic pair of crimson hands descending from above, either offering his Son Christ to viewers or supporting him as he performs his task. The violence of the composition and the vividness of the colors assault the viewer, leading people to refer to the mural as being of the angry Christ. However, a closer inspection of the painting reveals that despite the aggressive pose, Christ wears a relatively serene expression with hooded, inward-gazing eyes, plump cheeks, and the barest hint of a smile.
The one that coined the term angry Christ was the wife of Frederick Osorio when she first saw it. So when I first saw it, I was in awe. I did not really see it as an angry Christ. Parang it was also overpowering. You're this tiny and you see this Christ looking at you.
Wala mo ko sila nga do pareho sa mga bata wala nga gamay nga do na hadlokin bala sa the hungry Christ. Kay syempre tigulang naman ko and I know nga si God man sa Japon.
Sa akong paglantaw, isa ka mahigugmaon nga amay. Kay oras nga may sala ko, makadto ko din maluhod, magtulok sa iya. Daw sila mo daw amay nga nagakuan sa imo, disiplina. Daw ginandisiplina, yakabla pagi lang siya, paglantaw sa imo.
Ang heart nito ko dako na He's welcoming everyone. We are very welcome when we come to this church. It's not Christ being angry, but it's the Christ who is so full of love for all of us. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. Umuna siya sir ang concepts ng ining nga church.
Kung tanaw natin si dalom sang tiil ni Jesus, nagalapak si Jesus sa manog. In other words, crucified siya, but He is stepping and He is killing the evil. He comes out victorious, glorious. Para sa ako niya, hindi niya angry Christ, but is the victorious Christ who is the guarantee for our own victories.
It is a testament of Alfonso Osorio's complex masterpiece that the image evokes varied responses.
The ambiguity he infused into the mural reflected his own personal struggle with his faith, and despite devastating imagery, chapel visitors are able to find comfort and solace here.
Ang ini nga church, it was built for people and damo na siya nagyan. It is full of history na and memories. Part siya sang living sa mga Victorianos.
Ang iban nga mga employees, when they come to work, kahapit gid na diya. St. Joseph is the patron of the workers. Awang gid sila sang guidance sa kay Lord, kay St. Joseph. When they go to work, i-bless man sila.
Ang ini nga chapel guro, sini nga pandemic mang-serve man siya nga hope. Pareho sa iya nga nag-stay gid sa bala nga nagyan niya man ang pila ka para sa dalom sang nagsakaliwat ang BMC ara man siya Japon. Subungas ara sa pandemic nagyan naman ang pinaka lowest point ara man siya Japon nag-stay. Ang ini nga chapel mangin hope para mangin makusog mata para sa iya nga mas stay ta.